Okay, I'm going to do 5 and then I'll do 6. So 5A, the question actually says, write in index form and simplify x root x. Now x root x is the same as x to the 1 times x to the half. See? X times root x. X to the 1 times x to the half. The bases are the same, which means you can add the powers because it's multiplied. So x to the 1 plus a half will give you 1 1/2. And then write that power as an improper fraction. So it's x to the 3 on 2. And that's 5A. Okay, now some of you are asked about C and so on, so I'll show you 5C. 5C asks to simplify x over the cube root of x. Okay, cube root, make that clear. Okay, so that's the same as x to the 1 divided by, right, divided by x to the 1/3. That's a cube root of x. What happens when you divide and you have the same bases? You subtract the powers. So there'd be x to the 1 minus 1/3, which is x to the 2/3. Okay? All right, I'm also going to do E. So 5E is asking to simplify this one, which is x. Now, I misread this before as x to the 4 root x, but it's actually x times the 4th root of x, okay? That 4 is actually the 4th root of that. It's very unclear. It seems like the power of that in the textbook, so just be careful. Maybe you got it wrong because you misread it, okay, like I did. So that's equal to x times x, because that's that x there, right? It has no powers, it's the power of 1. X to the 1 times x to the 1/4, okay? So add your powers because you have the same base and you're multiplying. So to be x to the 1 1/4, right? 1 plus 1/4 is 1 1/4, which is equal to x to the 5 on 4. All right. Now that's question 5. Let's go on to question 6. Question 6A is asking to simplify and write with powers or write within indices. First one is root x plus x all squared. Okay. Binomial expansions, okay, you should remember those. So root x times root x happens to be x. Then multiply your two terms together, x times root x, and double it. So you're going to get 2x root x. Right? Then take the next term and square that as well. So x times x is x squared. All right? So now we have x to the power 1. You don't have to write the power 1. Plus, now this is 2 times x to the 1 times x to the half. Right? Plus, and write the last bit, just showing you in steps. You don't have to put this middle step, but I'm just showing you I can explain it to you. So x plus 2, and then add your powers because the bases are multiplied. So it'll be 1 1/2. 1 plus a half is 1 1/2, which becomes x to the 3 on 2, and then plus x squared. So the final line should have x plus 2x to the 3 on 2 plus x squared. Let's go on to do C, 6C. In a similar way, you have to expand and simplify p plus 1 over root p all squared. Okay, just want to get that closer to the camera. Okay, so you just square your p, so you get p squared multiply two terms together and double it. So p times 1 on root p will give you 2p on root p. So 2p on root p plus 1 on root p squared is just 1 on p, because 1 times 1 is 1 and root p times root p is p. Okay, then that's p squared. Okay, this one is going to be 2. Now p to the 1 divided by p to the half is 1 minus a half, which is a half, so you're going to write p to the half. Okay, p to the 1 divided by p to the half is going to be the same as p to the 1 minus a half, which is p to the half. Leave the 2 where it is. And then 1 over p simply becomes p to the minus 1. And that's your final line for that one. And I'm going to show D as well. So 6D, the one you have to simplify is root x plus 1 on root x, all squared. Okay? So let's square the first one. Root x times root x is x, plus, and then multiply root x times 1 on root x. Now root x times 1 on root x is just going to be 1, because root x times 1 root x means that that root x and that root x is going to cancel each other out. So you're only going to get 1, but you've got to double that term, remember? So 2 times 1 is 2. Plus, now square the 1 on root x, so you get 1 squared is 1 and root x squared is x. And then you simply write the last line as x plus 2 plus x to the minus 1. And I think that's all you guys have asked for so far, so I just want to go through. I've done 5, A, C and E from 1.7, and I've done 6, A, C and D from the same exercise. So you may keep sending me emails with your questions. Thank you.